Well, so we did drive to different houses and then we walked up to people and we gave them, what did we give them?
Food.
Mm-hmm. Was it just like groceries or what?
It was hot meal and cold meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they deliver 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends, it's mainly older people that were taking the meals. You have to be 16 and above to register for it, and so they would take food, and a lot of the people were elders, so it sometimes took them a little bit longer to go through the door and stuff like that. But we would give them the meals, and since they were older, they eat less, and they would sometimes stretch the meals throughout the weekend. But since it's almost Christmas, they wouldn't be working for 2 days, so they gave them a frozen packet for those days that they wouldn't be there.
Good morning. Oh my gosh, beautiful.
Good morning.
We got special guests today.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right.
Are you okay with her? She's filming a podcast. Are you okay with being on it?
Yes.
Yes, hi. Great, thank you.
What is your dog's name? Rudy.
I forgot. We couldn't remember Rudy's name.
Hi, Rudy. Oh my gosh, beautiful.
Look how cute Rudy is.
I love the sweater.
Does Rudy need any dog food?
Yes.
Okay. Does he need any special kind?
He need it.
Okay, good. All right.
Do you guys have any questions you want to ask?
What's your favorite food? What's your favorite food?
What's my favorite food? Ribs.
What?
Ribs.
Ribs.
Ah.
Yeah.
I don't
Did
think we do ribs on Meals on Wheels, do we?
What's your favorite Meals on Wheels food? The chicken.
Well, that's a good question. Yeah. Okay.
What would you want to add to Meals on Wheels?
Huh?
What would you want to add to Meals on Wheels?
Not at this time, sweetie, because y'all is so good to me.
Well, the one thing we're working on is we're working on a garden and a way to get fresh produce.
Okay.
So, you know, whatever is seasonal.
Okay.
Vegetables, apples, you know, bananas I guess don't. Yeah, bananas might grow here. Yeah.
Bananas do grow here. Yeah.
Okay.
So, it's not going to happen right away, but that's our 2024 New Year's wish. How's that?
So what did you find about the experience? Like, what did you expect before you went there, and what did you get from the experience of being there?
I thought it's gonna be like we drive and we just like ring the doorbell while we're driving and they open the door and we throw the food.
like you expect them to be standing there, and you open the window and just toss them the food like the mailman.
Oh, really? Is that what you really expected? Okay. So what did you get? What did you get from this experience when you were there? Like, what was different? Okay, obviously, so we didn't just throw the food in their house. So what did you get from this? Like,
I liked how it made a lot of people happy. Like, you could see their smile when they got the food.
yeah.
Like, they liked it.
We have a health podcast. Is it okay if we film you for this? Yeah. Okay. Do you wanna like
So,
say hi and
yeah. So we can come up and say, how are you today?
Very well. Very well. Merry Christmas to all of you.
Merry Christmas to you.
What's your dog's name?
Oreo.
Oreo. Okay,
Yeah.
we kept talking about your beautiful dog. So yeah, Oreo is happy that there's people here at the door as well. Yeah. I think last time we were here, Oreo got outside.
Yes, he comes out.
Yeah, he comes outside.
Yeah.
Will he run away?
No, he won't run away.
Okay,
This
let's
is
see
beautiful.
Oreo. I know the kids want to.
They did this.
She made it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
He's friendly. Oreo's very friendly.
Yes, he's very
Oh, look, he's trying to give
Aww.
good.
Hi.
He's very nice. He's beautiful. He's so sweet.
Right, because a lot of times senior citizens don't really consume the calories that they need
Yeah.
to have the energy to function.
Yeah, and like a lot of people we met were like really nice, and some of them just like had these cool things. Like I know we met a few people. One was like really spunky. These other people had like some really cute dogs. And it was really nice.
And then the person who brought us in their house.
Let's talk about the person that we were visiting there.
That person fought in the army.
He fought in the army, and do you know what war he fought in?
World War.
He fought in the Korean War. You know what I thought what was one of the best things about being was we got to see the stories of the people who live there. And, you know, I think it's really amazing to see and to learn from the experiences of other people. I felt like I got really inspired by some of the things that were there. Like, you know, this person's whose house we went to, he was telling us all about his sister, and he showed us the tools that his sister used to use because she was disabled. She was physically disabled, and she had some problems with her arms, and so she was using these special tools. And what did the brother tell you?
Like a bunch of people just tell her you can't do it, you're not smart enough because you have a disability, but she studied and she had like a really good grade and she got the highest in her class, and she even had this entire room that was full of books, more than I've read my whole life, probably more than you've read.
Probably more than I've read in my whole life. And well, yeah, so she had that.
More than I've read.
More than you've read too.
No.
Not more than, I don't think you read that many books those were really thick books, and they were difficult books to read.
Actual books, just like books in general.
Yeah. But, so I thought it was pretty incredible. Yes, people told her she couldn't do things, and people told her that she, you know, wouldn't be able to finish school. Not only did she finish school, she graduated top of her class in school, and then she went on and she was the only person in her family to graduate from college.
What?
Yeah, she was. But what did he tell you? Because he actually made a point to you. He said something to you. Do you remember what that was?
If anybody tells you you can't do something, don't believe them and prove them wrong.
That's right. Prove them wrong. And also, you can't have any excuses. If you don't do something, there's no excuses for it. Okay?
Yeah, that man set up a pretty hard goal for us to reach now.
Yeah, well that's good. You want to have hard goals to reach. You know, so I think that there's something really great about volunteering, right? There's a few different things that are advantages to volunteering. One is that we were walking around and we were doing, so that was, you know, when we talk about in different ways how we can use volunteering to improve our well-being, our own well-being, right? Not just to benefit the people that we're volunteering for, but for our own well-being. So we got more exercise, right? We were walking around and we were giving people this food. One thing was like when people were smiling, that made us smile,
Yeah.
right?
And when we were smiling, that made them smile.
Yeah,
And Nani helped me make some nice bracelets and necklaces that we gave to all the ladies that were on our trail.
yeah. And so that made them feel
Yeah.
happy, right? So when they feel happy, when people feel happy, that actually improves their longevity, right? Yes, happiness actually makes you live longer.
Cool.
Yeah,
I never knew that.
yeah. So
How?
it does. It makes you live longer. People who are happy tend to live longer lives. The other thing about volunteering is volunteering on its own helps reduce our stress. How's that? Do you know?
How?
So when we volunteer, so normally like if we're just kind of hanging out doing nothing, what happens? We start thinking, right, about things that maybe give us stress, right? Oh, I didn't do my schoolwork, or my mom said something to me, I wonder what that means. I wonder what she meant by that. I wonder if she's upset with me.
It's because when you're not, like when you're just sitting around, you're thinking about things that might make you stressed.
Mhm.
And then when you're volunteering, your mind is occupied with other stuff. Like helping and doing whatever you're volunteering and trying to do a good job at it.
Yeah, because you're putting somebody else first, right? And so sometimes we worry about things that maybe we don't need to worry about, but we worry about them anyways,
Okay.
right? There's a saying, an idle mind is a devil's workshop. Have you ever heard that saying before? No? So it's like if our mind is idle, like it's not doing anything, we're not, you know, doing anything productive, then we start doing things or thinking about things that are unproductive.
Oh, like a devil.
Yeah, yeah, right? So when you're doing things or thinking about things that are unproductive, ultimately that can cause harm because, you know, our body responds to stress. We've talked about hormones that can go up in response to stress. And over time, those hormones that go up can affect our bodies as well. So it's not just the mental part of it, but the physical part of it. And volunteering helps to reduce that because we're focusing on somebody else's well-being. And by doing that, we're focusing less on, you know, things that we worry about.
Okay.
Because we don't have the time to do it,
Okay.
right?
Got it.
And also, you know, we look at other people and, you know, it feels really good to help them.
Okay.
And another thing is that it really helps with your brain development. So, you know, you have kind of like these synapses that form in your brain. right? Like you have new connections forming in your brain when you learn something new that you haven't learned before. You guys are learning new stuff all the time.
No.
You are. You're learning new stuff all the time.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you're imbibing the...
They learned today.
Well, you're picking up stuff from the environment around you. You might be learning some new words you didn't know before.
I'm just learning right now how that can help your brain.
Yeah, exactly, right? So you have new connections that form in your brain as you learn new things. And so that's one of the really exciting things when you learn, like, you know, you're learning coding, or you're learning, you know, a new art technique, or you're learning anything, right? Art or a new language. It kind of feels, it's exciting, right? It's exciting to you when you learn something new and you master it and you do really well at it. When you volunteer with other people, you're also learning new things from other people. You're learning about their experiences. I had no idea that they have these special kind of spoons, these curved spoons for people with certain, you know, hand issues.
Yeah, I
Right.
didn't know that.
Yeah, so this woman had these special spoons to eat so that, you know, she could accommodate herself. I didn't even know that. And so learning these things, learning how different people live was something that was, you know, I think helped me learn more. Now, you know, last year we were traveling a lot and I was learning a lot when we were traveling, right? Because everything was new and everything was different, right?
Like especially in like all those museums and places we would go to.
Uh-huh.
They had so much information there about everything.
That's right. So when you're volunteering, you're also learning from other people,
Yeah.
right? Completely different things that you wouldn't know before. There was this one woman that we met on the route, and I felt completely inspired by her. This woman was talking about how, you know, she had, like, last year she'd gotten bitten by a dog and she couldn't walk. And now she's really active, and her daughter had asked her, "Mom, what do you want for Christmas?" And, you know, the mom was like, "Oh, I don't want anything." The daughter was like, "I know exactly what to get you." She got her a pair of running shoes. And this woman is 84 years old, and she was showing off her new running shoes. And she was telling me all about how she walks, you know, 3 miles to her doctor's appointments on her own. Yeah, she doesn't have a car.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so she walks herself to the doctor's appointments. So also when you have these kind of things like Meals on Wheels, these people who wouldn't necessarily always have social connection with other people, that's an opportunity for them too,
Okay.
right? So, and there are a lot of studies that have shown how volunteering can improve longevity. Maybe we can talk, Maya and Neal, about some other ways that you would like to volunteer. So not just doing Meals on Wheels. I think this is a really great opportunity, and I think that I would like to do it more often.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you think of some other things that maybe younger people would like to do or can do?
Well, I mean, a lot of places they have to see your age, and they might see some things that you can't do because of your age, but a lot of things you can't do, and I'm sure at some of these places you can. You can volunteer at shelters and help take care of some animals.
So you can volunteer at shelters, you can volunteer at food banks, right? Like Second Harvest. What else could you volunteer with? What other volunteer opportunities would you like to do?
Animation.
Animation?
That's not volunteer.
Well, yeah, you could.
Writing a book.
You could teach animation to somebody else, right?
Oh, I know another thing. You sometimes libraries have story times, and they'll sometimes let the kids come and give the stories if you're a little bit older.
Yeah.
And help shelf the books.
That's right.
At the
Don't you guys
libraries.
even do that in your school? Don't you read to the younger kids?
Oh, in my class, you go and read to the TKers for 30 minutes on Thursdays.
That's
Okay.
unfair.
So you could even read to, Neal, you could even go and read to like senior citizens or people who are losing their vision and who love to read. You can even just go and read to them. You love reading. So that would be kind of a
I'm
double
sure
hit.
that if there's like adults there, and you can volunteer at a daycare center. I mean, not like be there on your own and get a job there, but like volunteer and like play with the kids there.